are these podcasts? WATP.
We just did a bonus show. I put out a little preview of it on our YouTube channel, but if you want to see the entire episode of Living in the Past with Stuttering John, you can sign up for our Patreon or YouTube, and you get to watch or listen to that episode. And we went back to John's 2018 podcast where he's ragging on Artie and Anthony for goofing on his movie, One Too Many. And what they were doing on their show, and I got to track this down too, is they were reading the reviews of John's movie. And so somebody pointed out, and by somebody, I should give them credit. By somebody, I mean, I can't read that. J.E. Skeets on Dabblers Anonymous, that John wrote the first two reviews for One Too Many on Rotten Tomatoes. And so I just want to read you these reviews that John wrote himself. And this is going back to that exact same time period. So April 21st, 2008, John writes, One Too Many is a must-see. I have been anticipating the release of this film for some time. I started laughing seconds into the film. I highly recommend this film. This is really poor writing.
Yeah.
It's one of the ways you know.
It's him.
It's one of the ways you know that it's John, because I've been waiting the release of this film for some time. Wouldn't that be 2 words?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. I don't want to get too nitpicky, but at least it's filmed twice in a row, whatever. All right, this one's great. This is a real funny film. It is cleverly written by The Tonight Show's John Melendez. His use of animation, flashbacks, and narration is hysterical. Oh, also, the other giveaway with John, he always uses the ampersand.
Mm-hmm.
You see that on his Twitter, too. Melendez stars as Thomas Burns, a man on a mission. His quest to find a woman that will allow other women into the bed with them. The script is refreshing and funny. The acting is superb. The girl he finds, Jennifer, is played incredibly well by Dirty Sexy Money's Bellamy Young. Comedian Jeffrey Ross and Hudson Leek, the hot blonde from Xena, are great in supporting roles. Jim J. Bullock from Too Close for Comfort fame is outstandingly funny. I mean, this does not sound like a review at all. This is promotion. This is a promotion that you would say. This is one of the funniest films I've seen all year. It is unfortunate that some of my fellow reviewers choose to trash Melendez
there it is.
because of his work with The Stern Show. I, however, am completely unbiased in my review, obviously.
Yeah.
This film is a must-see. Good job, John.
Jesus Christ.
He's always the victim. Some people are saying the movie's not good, but it's only because they're Stern fans. No, the movie's not good.
This is like when we're watching the footage of him playing that live show and apologizing to the crowd because there's Stern haters out there.
Yeah.
It's kind of the same thing.
Oh, he's constantly doing that. He says, like, I know, I'm amazing. There's some people here who don't want to like me. Mm-hmm. What am I going to do about that? It's like, no, just not that great.
It's like you're so busy laughing at him that you forget, like, this is a genuinely crazy guy.
Yes.
Who would do stuff like this.
It's psycho. He's a sociopath. And so one of the things, there's this guy on Twitter. His name is vitamin_dealer. And he's been going back and scrubbing some fun clips from John's early podcast episodes. And he found, I think, John's first response to us, the first time that he addressed WATP. And I wanted to play this for you guys because it's fun. It's a fun little trip down memory lane for all of us who remember what used to be.
This guy Bob at me says, did you listen to the Who Are These Podcasts episode about you? And if so, how did you take it? There's this podcast that they could do, the Who Are These Podcasts, where they
back when he had a stutter. Miss those days.
Review everybody's podcast. Mm-hmm. So they gave us a scathing review, to which Anthony Cumia retweeted and said, see, these guys like called it out and everything.
That was the day of the call.
Yeah, and you know what? Who are these? Yeah, right, it was. Who are these podcasts? That's the question. Who is this podcast? Who the fuck knows these guys? Nobody. Who the fuck cares about their opinion?
Hold on a second. First off, the I am more famous than you defense has never been a good defense ever, and John's been using it forever. And I don't think he would have addressed it if it weren't for Anthony obviously retweeting because he had to bring that up. And the fact that he's talking about it and then also saying he doesn't care seems disingenuous.
The Zumach defense.
Yes.
Who are these podcasts? That's the question. Who is this podcast? Who the fuck knows these guys? Nobody. Who the fuck cares about their opinion? I don't. I never heard what they had to say, nor do I give a shit.
I think a scathing review is great.
And now, yeah, I'm okay with Anthony now. So, I don't think anything's going to be going on there. So who are these podcasts? I can give a frog's fat ass what you think. And quite honestly, not to blow my own horn again, this will be the second time, I think I've done a lot more in this business than you idiots ever have in your fucking life. My Donald Trump phone call alone is more than you've ever done. So shut the fuck up.
I thought I didn't care.
You. Pocket.
You could have just tweeted that.
Pocket, right?
He didn't care. Then he also told us to shut the fuck up. But this is the fundamental flaw in his reasoning and his logic. He thinks that you can't critique someone if they've accomplished something that you haven't. And that's not the case at all. And it doesn't even make sense.
Nope.
It doesn't make any sense. And John, so the very first time we reviewed his show, we had no ill will towards John. We're just reviewing his show like we always do. It was before John wanted to fight me and arrest me and sue me. So break my legs before all this stuff. So I didn't have any feelings like that.
I actually think he fantasized about personally arresting you.
Yeah, right. Citizens arrest. Oh, we're going to do the taser for this one. So the idea that John goes, I don't give a frog's fat ass what they had to say. You should have listened to it. You should have listened to the critique, because I think it was actually a pretty good critique that you could have learned from and done better. Stop bragging about every fucking accomplishment you've ever had.
The other thing that's completely insane here is obviously you, WATP, did a review of John in the same way that there was a review of John's One Too Many on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
You can't put stock in one of those things and not into the other one just because one is good and one is bad.
Oh, yes, you can, Lucy, because there's haters.
A logical human.
Yeah, no shit. Oh, so John's show yesterday was the 21st. Now, why is that significant? Well, if you ever listen to MLC or Stuttering John Show, you know that that's the date that YouTubers get paid by YouTube. And YouTube didn't pay up right away. The money didn't come in for everyone immediately on the 21st. And I was watching MLC where KB was crying about, actually, I was watching Melton watch MLC.
That's where we get all our news.
That's where I get most of my news. And so I'm watching Kevin. Do you see this, Brian, where Kevin Bryan was crying about not getting money from YouTube?
I didn't see him crying, no.
It's so bizarre that he was like very upset that he hadn't gotten paid by patience, my friend. It'll come tomorrow. You'll get it later today. Not a big deal. I mean, how poor are you?
Like a kid not getting his paycheck on Friday.
Right. You need to have that money right now, or you can't take Susie out to dinner and a movie. Like, that's how pathetic is that? So John's show yesterday is, of course, the exact same thing.
School! The fuck is with YouTube? They're supposed to pay me the fucking day. They still haven't fucking paid me. Fuck you, pay me. Fucking bastards. Motherfuckers. Unbelievable. They're so fucking convoluted. YouTube is the worst. And I heard fucking KB talking about it too. And he's right. It's so fucking ridiculous. We're supposed to get paid on the 21st. Where is it, YouTube?
Where is it, YouTube?
I mean, fucking.
Is that a formal complaint just now? Should we put a ticket in for you, sir? I'm not sure how to react to that.
What time of day was this?
Oh, for
he
him,
was
it's mid-afternoon.
streaming
It's
this.
always
Okay.
mid-afternoon, yeah. This is the thing. Like, John, if you don't want to seem pathetic and poor, don't cry about not getting paid by YouTube immediately at the time you thought it was going to happen.
Don't talk about any of your money problems.
Yeah, it's so stupid.
Hell. Drives me fucking. I hate that shit. If you're supposed to pay somebody, you pay them.
Oh, so this is funny because John owes both Alex Stein and Penis Wrinkle money for bets that he lost. And so John catches himself. I love when this happens, when John just be like, yeah, what the fuck? When you owe someone money, you got to give them money. And he's like, oh shit, I owe people money.
Unless
the
following.
Yeah, so here we go.
Unless you have a fake name like penis wrinkle, then it's different, you know.
then it's different, which is crazy to me because now if I owed penis wrinkle money, I might also have that same defense. Like, who the fuck is penis wrinkle? I don't know. But John claims that he was the board op when John had his own radio show. Like, he actually knows who penis wrinkle is. Yeah. Those two have met in person before, which is why penis wrinkle hates his guts, which I think is also very funny. Yes. So if you know who he is and you owe him money, pay him the fucking money.
Yeah. Also, that excuse doesn't hold up because he's taken so much of Penis Wrinkle's money.
Yes, good point. Yeah, Penis Wrinkle can pay him, but he can't pay Penis Wrinkle.
Also, if the argument is you can't have a fake name, then he's bitching about YouTube, which is also just a fake name.
Yeah, none of it makes any fucking sense.
No, of course not.
Of course not. And one of my favorite things with the super chatters is when people tell him shit that's just made up. And it's been a funny trend where they're like, you should see what Carl's saying in the Discord. Or I was just on getting a DM from Shuley on Twitter, and you know what he said. And they just make up this shit. Of course, John always believes it. I thought this one was pretty funny.
Daniel August, one of them, thanks $5. John, Lady K's on X saying that your guitar video is all AI enhanced. What say you? He said he will break down your video on the next WATP and show the world. Enhanced? Dude, this guy, how many times is this guy going to be wrong? This guy's fucking wrong every single time. He's never right. He hasn't been accurate yet. Observe and lie. John's gimpy Halloween hand, thanks to dogs. Why don't you fight with Kami instead of doxing, hack? Hey, man, you know, there's certain people that, you know, deserve to get their ass kicked in the ring. Dat Miller, thanks to dogs. Carl's band sucks, but Carl's still better guitar than you. No, he's not. Never. Never. Ryan A.
Never. No, he's not. Never. So I just love the idea that I was saying that his guitar playing was AI enhanced. And John's like, what? That's not even true. I don't even know how to use AI.
I can suck on my own.
No shit, Sherlock. I know you don't know how to use AI to enhance your guitar playing, idiot. I obviously didn't say that or think that. Carl's wrong again. So stupid.
Never.
There's no possible way he's this ignorant, right? I mean, like he has to be playing into it.
I am telling you, I go through this. It's cyclical for me. It's every 2.5 months I go, oh, he's putting on an act. And there is a performative John that we've talked about. Yeah. But I do think he is this stupid. I honestly do. I don't know how you could look at it any other way than he really does believe everything he wants to believe. So if he sees something and it says that I said something that's not true, he's just like, he's lying again. Got him again. He'll never tell the truth.
You know what's weird too is like these messages, these super chats and stuff that say like Carl's saying this about you, you know, Brennan's saying this about you. It really helps feed into that narcissism of like, yes, it is all about me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's just positive reinforcements coming one after the next.
It's a great
$2
point.
at a time.
That's a great point. He's like, I think that they invented Discord just to talk about me. That's all anyone's talking about on Discord.
You know, I never thought about that. Lately, I've been kind of giving him credit in my head because I'm like, you know, he reads some pretty horrible super chats about himself. And that's impressive. That is something that I am...
What?
Calm down.
Let me continue.
Let me continue. What I was just going to say is exactly to Brian's point. I think that probably the reason that he's doing that is because they're talking about him, especially the ones that are saying all these other people are talking about you currently.
Yes. No, that is true. The narcissistic personality disorder that he has turns everything into... You're not a nobody.
Yeah.
They don't boo nobodies.
Right. Because anybody else who had to do this would develop a thick skin, except for the narcissist.
John. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
And again, shout out to Menser Math, who's putting together some great videos on YouTube. It's so funny when it's just a supercut of John just reading insults.
Yeah.
For 8.5 minutes straight on his show. It's one of the greatest things. It's made John's show way better than it should be. All right, let me break it down like John Lennon would. What if there's no super chats? It's easy to believe. What the fuck would John do on his show if he didn't have super chats? Because every single episode, he just plays a video of somebody posted on Shuley's Anonymous and goes, yeah, look at Shuley, what an idiot. Okay, good stuff, John. Pretty cool. Speaking of subreddits, Barnes and Noobs did a great job putting together this video that I wanted to play for
Why'd
you guys.
you say you can't play clean and suck on tape? Well, I'll show you all that soon. Detroit Dabbler. Thanks for the $2. Sorry, Stuttering John. Call found proof of you saying you suck at guitar. Yeah, okay. Hey, Lady K, all these songs are copywritten, so, good luck trying to play them.
Copywritten. It's copyrighted, John.
First, I'm going to play you. This is, let's see. Here's one for you. All clean.
Okay, so what we're going to see here is Barnes and Noobs has put over a parody song on top of what John's actually playing on his show. But it just shows you how much John will embarrass himself to call me out. So he's playing some stuff that he's recorded in the studio that doesn't have full distortion on it to prove that he can play guitar. And watch the way he rocks out to his own music on his show. Oh. Try not to get a douche chill as you watch this.
What? Was I too early? Oh, sorry. Do you want to start over or keep going? Okay. Now?
My life is brilliant. Your life's a joke. You're just pathetic. You're always broke. Your homemade Star Trek uniform really ain't impressing me. You're suffering from delusions of adequacy. You're pitiful. You're pitiful. You're pitiful. It's true. Never had a date that you couldn't inflate. And you smell repulsive too. What a bummer being you.
This is so well done.
I wish there was a horn part. He's like,
Look at that.
And then there's this big
All
triumphant.
clean, Lady K, huh? Wow. All clean. Sorry. All clean. Wow.
Got me good, John.
why is he in an oxygen tent?
Put me in my place.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
Great job, Barnes.
very
and
well
Noobs.
done, Barnes and Noobs. And speaking of well done, this probably won't translate well for the audio audience. So I'll tell you to look up, I'll put it in the notes, Sheet Shitterson on YouTube, the new YouTube channel, put together a promotion for the new movie coming out called The Dabblers. And this is fucking epic. Props to you, Sheet Shitterson.
I thought you had dabbled occasionally in stand-up, so that's why I brought that up.
All my life, I dreamed of a day, a moment, when you got what you deserved. You failed. And do you want to know why? Because you love nothing. No one.
I heard you're going on Tookie's show to trash me. Yeet. You're all mad because you don't have any credits. What did that bring you? Back to me.
Home run, call me a home run.
God damn.
Is that incredible?
Great.
That was well done, man.
That's so well done.
Holy shit.
I saw that just before we started the show today. Like, oh, what? This is not going to translate well for the podcast, but we have to play this out here. Well done, Sheet Shitterson. I don't know how long that took, but very funny. Lots of good gags on there. My name is Lady Stark.
Yeah, it's great.
Who are these podcasts?